coming for the next NCAA. In the front, it's
the offense set for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of background playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
You know he got reinstated, right?
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
I'm trying to figure out who the fuck who is that?
Oh, they've put themselves in a
beef
hole.
with anybody.
It's
Who
first
is
and
it,
20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
I'm worried about it if I don't know some.
And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Blood boy.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
So we did drop.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Shit.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Johnson looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got an open man. Just trucks through it. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sunday.
He's going for a big play downfield. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Oh, nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck, make a stop on this goal line stand here.
The Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the move.
Why is he touching them in the end zone?
Touchdown, Aggies! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. A first down for the offense.
Wild dog.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Somebody got to do it.
Behind the line of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pass, it's Carr. They're setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Come on, man.
You can really set the tone for
Come
what's
on,
possible in
bro.
your season and early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates.
Let's go.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game. That will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to
I
get
can go
another
run past a nigga that's
opportunity to
coming
run
right
back
in,
on
bro.
the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Johnson wants to throw it. He fires to the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good.
Oh, yes.
But
Oh,
there
yes.
is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. So the decision has
Ooh,
been made, and the
definitely
coach
take
will
that.
take the
But I
penalty.
don't know why that shit. This nigga named his quarterback Baker Mayfield Jr.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's the handoff. And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score.
Just let me have a field goal. Why you trying to block it?
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job.
I know, but nigga, you pick field goal about niggas that 9 times out of 10 chance they gonna fucking run into the kicker.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Robots in disguise. Where that meets the eye.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh my gosh.
Make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Got the backside covered and everything.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Pick it off. Oh my
right
gosh.
through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone.
Look at that ball. Boss.
Touchdown, Wolverine.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be the biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Bowling Green. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Oh, this should be cancel Christmas. This should be cancel Christmas. Bro, come on, man. Look at the 99 speed.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he'll run into the end
That's
zone.
why at the beginning I don't know why they was just getting in like that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side. And they
It's like you want 3 people to beat 5 people.
Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To the air, it's Carr. Looking deep down the right side.
No.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
What? This is so fucking fake.
Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
That is insane.
On to attempt the try.
Then they let the nigga fucking burn my fast niggas.
Bangs it through for an extra point. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense.
They can't keep up.
First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Going up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the single back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Now on the move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown Wolverines! They take the lead with the 6.
Jimmy Butler has 6 points. We still lost.
Kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Daniel, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Fighting off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys at the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone.
These are literally dive plays, bro. Dive plays and one stretch play. And you put everybody on line. That's easy blocks.
Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the ground with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Damn.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way.
Oh, the ball popped out.
Pick the ball up. Thank you. We got here.
Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Flying down the right side.
I'm gonna keep on doing these goddamn jet sweeps, running right into my line, thinking you're about to get stripped.
And the defense doing work. The AT unit on the field.
Jet sweep me to death.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. At the 35, he's got room. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
It just looked weird. Like, the shit was all separated from each other.
To the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a nice game, but the big thing here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give them the first down.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Good. Santiago, come and pick that ball off.
Hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
I'll tell you only one, nigga.
Dropping back, it's Carr. This time he's got his man.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make that clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
At the 20, he's got space. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pocket starts to collapse. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. You know, on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot.
I'm sorry, you're trying to
there.
run clock, don't know the fucking
Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's looking to throw.
Nigga, you serious?
Oh, it's a pick. He threw it right into the double.
Santiago, I told you owe me one. You know I got you, coach. You know I got you, coach.
And this game will end on a turnover.
Nigga, I know you ain't talking about bullshit.